KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust, serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson and the Adahi Tano Program. Cars Plus, home of Guam's first and only lifetime limited powertrain warranty. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurants, always open, always local, and serving up favorites for over 40 years.
Now on primetime, overnight the island learned of 11 positive cases of COVID-19. Plus, your elected lawmakers went into emergency session debating double pay bills this afternoon, but recessed shortly thereafter until next Friday. And an oversight hearing is underway regarding how quarantine and isolation facilities were procured during the current COVID crisis.
Half a day and good evening, everyone. I'm Nestor Lecanto. Before we get to the headlines, a message from a few of our frontline heroes.
Half Day Guam, we are still in this together.
Please continue to wash your hands.
And practice social distancing.
Thanks, as always, to all of our frontline heroes. And now to the news. An oversight hearing got underway as scheduled around 5 p.m. today. That hearing is still underway at this hour. At issue is the procurement process for quarantine isolation facilities for the pandemic crisis. Over $1.7 million was paid to hotels which had unsigned contracts with the government. Emails show that the emergency procurement was led by the governor's legal counsel, Hai Hun. The emails also show correspondence between him and the Attorney General's office. According to Civil Defense Administrator Charles Esteves, as per protocols, emergency procurement is typically handled by his agency and GSA, and as such did not sign off on the contracts for quarantine isolation facilities. The oversight chair wants answers as to how this all went down.
Our overarching goal today is to clarify the emergency procurement process during COVID-19 pandemic and ensure the government of Guam is following protocols consistent with local and federal guidelines for the reimbursement of emergency services. Furthermore, information shared today may elucidate shortcomings in our existing procurement processes, and this insight can be used to modernize and strengthen our procurement regulations.
On May 8th, the governor sent a memo to the Department of Administration citing her Title X special powers that she says authorizes her to suspend certain rules and regulations. She ordered that the unsigned contracts with the hotel quarantine facilities be paid. Those facilities were Pac Star, Wyndham Garden, Days Inn, Santa Fe, and Perlis Court. Although there were no contracts but invoices from the Laundry Solutions and Capital Kitchen, the governor also ordered they be paid as well. Several key individuals were invited to participate. And minutes before the hearing was to start, a letter was provided to the media indicating the governor invoked her executive privilege. She allowed her legal counsels, Hai Huyn and Sophia Diaz, to attend the virtual oversight hearing, but only to read a statement. In the governor's letter to Oversight Chair Sabina Parrish, she wrote that she is saddened that her public comments and private explanations regarding the quarantine facilities have not been sufficient. She added that she was not sure about the purpose of the oversight hearing, adding the issues concerning quarantine facilities have been repeatedly addressed in multiple forums. Quote, I do not have any other information to provide, said the governor. According to the statement provided to the legislature, it explains the use of digital and wet signatures of Public Health's Linda and Pinko Dinorsi. As for the quarantine contracts, it was on March 17th the governor's legal counsels became involved.
Norms on all fronts, including procurement, have been challenged.
It was discovered that the Homeland Security Advisor had not procured quarantine or isolation facilities as previously reported. Homeland Security's reliance on condemning a certain hotel was not approved. Legal counsels were instructed to and quickly engage with the Guam Hotel and Restaurant Association, GHRA, to seek hotel properties willing to serve as quarantine sites. GHRA was later able to report that only the Days Inn, Wyndham Garden, Santa Fe, Perlis Court, and Pacific Star responded. All those facilities were ultimately utilized.
You can read the full statement on our website. Additionally, we will have more on the oversight hearing on our interactive radio show on I-94 FM tomorrow morning. And procurement expert attorney John Brown tells KUAM's Containing COVID multimedia show that the governor's procurement of hotels for GovGuam quarantine and isolation facilities was illegal. He again called into question the governor's authority under the Health Emergency Powers Act to purchase and procure, saying she didn't have the power to appoint her legal counsel to lead efforts to secure hotels, and he also called out the process used to secure them.
I don't think that the governor had the authority to send out any counsel or anybody else to conduct an informal process. Either they were operating under the procurement law or they were operating without a law. And I think at the end of the day, we've shown that they, once Mr. Stevis got into the game and the CPO stepped up to the plate, they were doing it strictly by the book, by the procurement book. And they were conscious of that. The other things that were done, the money that was promised and not paid until just recently, the services that were rendered without a written contract, all of that.
Wait, there was a written contract.
It wasn't signed.
Right.
It wasn't a completed contract. That's just a dead tree if it doesn't have a signature on it.
Brown is the instructor of GovGuam's basic procurement training at GCC. He also wrote the Guam Procurement Process Primer and is a recognized procurement blogger. He added that more transparency, accountability, and tighter controls on spending are needed during emergencies. And senators went into emergency session at 2:30 this afternoon and adjourned about an hour later. The emergency session was called by Speaker Tina Muñoz-Barnes to deliberate on several measures recently introduced related to the controversial double pay issue.
I moved that
yesterday, the Speaker announced that she was waiving the public hearing requirements for those measures. On the floor today, Senator Joe San Augustine, however, moved that the public be allowed to provide their input.
I believe it is crucial for us to hear the voices of our people so that we may adequately be informed before we make our decision. If allowed, I will schedule a public hearing for those bills on Friday, May 29, 2020.
So you move.
No other action was taken during the emergency session other than to schedule a public hearing. Session was adjourned around 3:45 p.m. The governor has decided to delay the reopening of dine-in service at restaurants. This after a spike yesterday of 11 new positive COVID-19 cases. It was the third highest total in one night since the pandemic started. Here's more from today's press briefing. 10 of the 11 are from the same cluster from a neighborhood in Jigo. The other new positive is not related. The 10 are asymptomatic but are to have come in contact with 2 previously positive cases and are now in isolation but are not hospitalized.
Yes, 11 is alarming. It is very alarming and it is serious. But I don't think just one set of data for one day is going to be cause for us to go back to PCOR 1.
Public Health Director Linda DeNorsi did not provide any specifics about the 10 cases, such as if they may have been together at a gathering or other event.
We just got the test results late yesterday evening, and I am trying to give the staff the opportunity so we can get the accurate information.
Despite the spike in cases, Dr. Felix Cabrera says the 5-day rolling average and the test positivity rates remain below the 3% threshold, which determine which condition to place the island under.
This particular increase in number of cases, it's actually a good thing for an entire island that it's actually a cluster, or 10 out of the 11 is a cluster, because clusters are easier to study and control. And that's the key part. If this is 11 positives that are spread around the island, that's a whole different scenario. And that's when we may not even wait for our thresholds to be met before some other decisions have to be made.
DeNorsi says they will continue with testing in various villages. You can check the Public Health website for the schedule. Public Health is continuing to go out into the community to conduct testing. On Friday, they will be set up at Gura Public Housing in Talofofo. Between 9 a.m. to 12 noon, they will be testing residents in the area with COVID-19 symptoms. On Sunday, Public Health will conduct free community testing along Hamburger Road, specifically behind Eli Automotive Repair and across Cortec Apartments. The testing is open to high-risk individuals in congregate settings and, again, with COVID symptoms. We'll be back with more news right after that.
Well, we've all been through a lot over the years.
Typhoons, earthquakes, and now COVID-19.
We've been able to get through these together.
For more than 80 years.
KUAM Insurance has been protecting your homes, your businesses,
And the health of your family.
We are here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
There are better days ahead. Tomorrow's a new day filled with hope and choices.
the possibilities of what we can achieve together are limitless.
Let's continue to work together to ensure a brighter tomorrow for all of us.
It makes myself and it makes my team members very proud to work for an organization that has been on island for many years with its focus on reliability, dependability, and commitment to the communities that they operate in.
Matson's a great corporate citizen to the community.
We all benefit from any sort of environmental commitment we make. One of the ways that we do that is with our Adahi Utano program. There's action behind it, and so action breeds commitment.
With the Kaimana Hila coming to Guam, this brings a new age and modernization to the island.
It's exciting for me because it's a brand new ship and we can carry more freight into the islands. It just shows growth for Guam and Micronesia.
Matson would be nothing without its customers, and we hope to continue to serve you for decades to come.
We are open to serve you at Cars Plus Guam. Need a quick service for your vehicle? Visit our express lane at Cars Plus. Done fast, done right. No appointment needed. Our service team is dedicated to helping you get your vehicle in and out of the shop and back on the road quickly and securely. Simply drop off your vehicle at our express lane driveway, and one of our service advisors will take care of it. Need a ride? Not to worry. We have a shuttle vehicle ready to drop you back home and pick you up when your vehicle is ready. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit us today. We are open to serve you.
Ruby Tuesday Guam is still preparing the dishes you love for either curbside carryout or delivery. Call them at 647-7828 or 647-7829 for curbside carryout service with a smile. For delivery, download the free Grab and Grub app and follow the instructions to get Ruby Tuesdays delivered to your door. Stay safe and healthy, Guam.
So how are you feeling?
Not so great. Headaches, sore throat, and a bit of a cough.
And how long have you been feeling this way?
A few weeks.
Any fever?
Yes.
So how are you feeling?
Not so great. I've been feeling kind of lost. I'm just sad all the time. And, you know, I never used to be like this. There are days I can't get out of bed, and some days I can't sleep at all.
Any thoughts of self-harm? Talking about mental health is tough, but it doesn't have to be. If you need to talk, call Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center's 24-hour crisis hotline at 647-8833.
KUAM News, winner of the 2020 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Social Media.
Welcome back. The USS Theodore Roosevelt is finally back at sea. The ship spent nearly 2 months dockside in Guam, battling an outbreak of coronavirus that infected more than 1,000 of its sailors. Governor Leon Guerrero was at Apra Harbor when the nuclear-powered carrier pushed off this morning.
It was really a very, I thought, impressive, a very exciting moment as the sailors are now back in their vessels, and they're all very happy to be back in their vessels. And as they go, as they were sailing out into the waters, I couldn't help but just be very grateful and appreciative for our sailors who go out there and also sacrifice their lives to protect our freedom.
In a statement, Teddy Roosevelt Commanding Officer Captain Carlos Sardiello said, "We are extremely thankful for the dedicated support of Governor Leon Guerrero, her staff, and the people of Guam. Thousands of sailors came ashore to be quarantined at local hotels and the U.S. Naval Station Guam. One sailor from the ship who tested positive for the virus died at the Naval Hospital." He's been locked up for 240 days and faces a maximum of 20 years in prison. But former Jonia Mayor Jesse Blas wants temporary release while he awaits sentencing. Adriana Cotero reports.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, a deteriorating spine, gout, anxiety, and the list of medical issues goes on. In district court, former Zonia Mayor Jesse Blas presents this list along with testimony alleging a lack of treatment, including week-long delays to receive medicine. Additionally, defense counsel Joseph Rosano argues concerns with client counsel visitation limitations during the pandemic. Blas was indicted in September of last year on 13 counts of bribery for allowing drug trafficking through village mailboxes. In February, he entered a plea agreement, and sentencing was pushed back to August 10th. Earlier this week, Chief Judge Francis Tidinko Gatewood denied Blas's motion for temporary pre-sentence release. However, after today's status conference hearing, that all may be subject to change. As the court stated, quote, "We have a problem. I am concerned for his health and safety, but I don't want to assume he's telling the truth because I don't know if he is lying or not," unquote. The court ordered the Department of Corrections to appear for today's hearing. DOC Major Anton Uggan was unable to speak on Blas's medical history, but did state, quote, "I do know he has seen the doctor several times at the clinic," unquote. On behalf of the government, U.S. Assistant Attorney Laura Sambataro argued that improper medical treatment becomes a civil matter in which the court doesn't have jurisdiction over. Noting this, Chief Judge reflected back to a similar recent case involving nearly 11 federal detainees represented by the Office of the Federal Public Defender. Chief Judge Tidinko Gatewood stating, quote, "We visited this issue when Attorney Gorman, Attorney Lujan, Attorney Kotke triple-teamed and basically said it's a hot mess in the Department of Corrections," unquote, resulting in an on-site visit of the Hagåtña Detention Center, and all parties worked toward a remedy. Likewise, with Blas's concerns, the court wants to hear from the medical officials on whether or not Blas is fine and his medical conditions are being properly monitored while in custody. As for the visitation limits due to the pandemic, Chief Judge says this is an emergency situation and that a lot of attorneys have made the same complaint. The court plans to address the matter with the Chief Marshal to outfit a room for defense attorneys and clients properly, stating that federal funds are available to procure certain necessities, and this is a, quote, "top priority," unquote. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Adriana Cotero.
The court scheduled a continued hearing for next week to receive testimony from doctors treating Blas. As Star Marianas prepares to board its first passengers amid COVID-19, they are clearing the air after an erroneous press release was sent to the public. Our Tomas Manglonia has the details from Saipan before flights take off.
There's a lot of opportunities for miscommunication. There's certainly, we don't think anybody had any malicious intent.
As Star Marianas prepares to take off on Friday, it's clearing the air after the CNMI Governor's Office makes its own course correction on inter-island flight protocol. It was initially announced that travelers within the CNMI would need proof of a health evaluation to board. Star Marianas President Sean Christian says that isn't the case.
We are not requiring health certificates upon check-in. That is the policy moving forward. Not really too sure. There's, again, very dynamic times right now, a lot of changing policies and procedures.
Those changing policies responded to late last night by the CNMI COVID-19 Task Force in a statement writing that CHCC has seen and received numerous residents who specifically ask for a health clearance form instructed by Star Marianas Air in order to fly to Tinian or Rota from Saipan.
There was mention made that there would be some personnel located at the airport conducting a screening on behalf of the CNMI. That's sort of beyond the scope of our operation. So I really can't speak on behalf of CHCC.
Christian reassures concerned inter-island travelers that pilots and staff running his fleet of 26 airplanes are prioritizing the safety and health of all passengers.
Our sanitization program, our request for face masks, we believe is a very good start. We think that passengers, first of all, we are not against anyone getting health screening or testing or anything else that they want to do to make sure that they're not putting others at risk, including our flight crew members.
Their flight schedule starting on May 22nd shows flights between Saipan and Rota operating every Tuesday and Friday. There are some daily flights between Tinian and Saipan. There are no flights between Rota and Guam. Tomas Manglotnya for KUAM News on Saipan.
The airline says that because it is applying for the Air Carrier Worker Support Funding under the CARES Act and as a precondition to be eligible for the program, airlines must operate scheduled flights to destinations served prior to March 1st, 2020. We'll be back with more news right after this.
More freedom. To learn more. To create more. To connect more. Mix and match Data Pass. Take your data further.
Our community values everyone's voice, and right now, our combined voice can be more powerful than ever. It can bring our community together and change our island for the better. It can enhance health services, educational programs, and job opportunities, so our families and neighbors thrive today, tomorrow, and for many years to come. Responding to the 2020 Census of Guam is our chance to be heard, come together, and help shape our future.
MTO Maintenance will now completely sanitize your home, office, or business with state-of-the-art commercial sprayers. For over 30 years, MTO Maintenance has been committed to the health and safety of our customers. And now, more than ever, a clean home, office, carpets, and furniture is a necessity to our island. Give us a call today. Stay healthy and stay safe, Guam.
Call 647-6861 for an appointment.
We are open to serve you at Cars Plus Guam. Need a quick service for your vehicle? Visit our express lane at Cars Plus. Done fast, done right. No appointment needed. Our service team is dedicated to helping you get your vehicle in and out of the shop and back on the road quickly and securely. Simply drop off your vehicle at our express lane driveway, and one of our service advisors will take care of it. Need a ride? Not to worry. We have a shuttle vehicle ready to drop you back home and pick you up when your vehicle is ready. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit us today. We are open to serve you.
And this morning on Containing COVID, Bree and Chris find out the creative way the law offices of Camacho Calvo Law Group recognize their office manager while graduating from the Guam Community College.
Of these videos, and so we're going to bring on attorney Vince Camacho. Man, a lot of lawyers this morning, and he's going to be joined by Miss Trina Perez Angolco, and Trina was able to receive her college diploma. All right, and I think it was we'll just bring him on and let him talk about it. So good morning, Vince and Trina, you guys there? Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
So we're gonna pop up the pictures here, the videos. This was so cool. So you got your diploma, Trina. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
And what was it in? Just give us a little background on your schooling and the diploma that you got.
Oh, I got my Associate of Science in Supervision and Management at the Guam Community College. My diploma was actually a makeshift diploma created by our talented staff here at Camacho Calvo Law Group. It's a temporary diploma that they wanted to offer me or provide to me because I haven't received mine from GCC.
Right. And so we're popping that up here. That's a cool diploma.
Thank you.
It's actually cooler than the GCC ones I've seen. Good job. Vince, we bring you on. So obviously this is a problem that the whole world's having. People are graduating, whether it's from high school, whether it's from college. Yeah, we do middle school graduations and elementary school graduations too. But how important was it for you guys to kind of have this little celebration for Trina and her in light of her achieving this milestone?
Well, it's very important. As a law firm, our biggest asset are the employees. And in order to help our employees grow and proceed in their careers, we definitely ask them, to further their education. And once they've done it, and once they've completed the successful courses that they need and they obtain, I think it's an employer's responsibility to make sure that they're celebrated, because that only brings back to us as the business and to our clients and to the rest of the staff, a better person, and which makes our office more efficient. And of course, at the end of the day, it shows on the bottom line. Our staff is our main asset, and by investing in our staff and human resources, we only get the return.
Yeah, and I know we're featuring you guys, but this is actually something that a lot of employers have done through the Guam Community College and the University of Guam. People are continuing to graduate, without the ceremonies here during the COVID. So we know there are other stories out there, but I want to go back to the video here. Trina, can you kind of walk us through how surprised you were?
Well, I actually knew we were going to have a toast at the end of the day, so I was looking forward to that tequila shot. I called on to come into the lobby. I started to hear the graduation commencement song, and so, I knew everybody worked hard at putting this together to surprise me, so I wanted to walk in with a surprise look or action.
Well, how was that surprise look? How's her surprise look, Vince? Is it award-winning or what?
Convincing?
Yeah, you can tell by the video it was award-winning, Grammy award-winning.
Oscar, bust a Oscar. We're going to give you the Oscar. Okay, so Trina and Vince, we wanted to just bring you guys on to recognize this is a cool little story and a good deed. We always try and end the show on a good note.
I know With Grand Marnier, you'll dare to put a twist on the traditional. That will lead you to somewhere unexpected. Somewhere you can create something better than good. Here, you'll create something grand. Grand Marnier, a visionary blend of fine cognac and bitter orange liqueur. Live grand.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
More freedom. To learn more, to create more, to connect more, Mix and Match Data Pass. Take your data further.
For all those going out each day, doing what they can to hold us all together, we're here to help those helping us all by keeping our lights on.
So how are you feeling?
Not so great. Headaches, sore throat, and a bit of a cough.
And how long have you been feeling this way?
A few weeks.
Any fever?
Yes.
So how are you feeling?
Not so great. I've been feeling kind of lost. I'm just sad all the time. And, you know, I never used to be like this. There are days I can't get out of bed, and some days I can't sleep at all.
Any thoughts of self-harm? Talking about mental health is tough, but it doesn't have to be. If you need to talk, call Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center's 24-hour crisis hotline at 647-8833.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Say it with me, everybody. Happy birthday to Javier Troy. Happy birthday, my big boy, coming from Mommy and Daddy. They say they love you. Also, happy birthday to Navia Shinahara. Happy birthday number 5 to Armangi. From the Familia, Mama and Papa, Mommy and Daddy, big brother Puma, big sister Zaya, your little brother Gabe, and Nina Tani. We love you, they say. Alyssa Lapid celebrates birthday number big 20. And all your accounting department family at iConnect are sending their very best. Peggy Padilla has a birthday today, so happy birthday to our wonderful and hardworking mom. Thanks for everything you've done and still do. We'd be lost without you. Wishing you many more birthday messages and blessings to come. We love you. Enjoy your day. Viva Mom, they say. That's an awesome shout out. Happiest of birthday wishes to Junior David Cruz, and Junior David gets 3 multiple heart emojis. You know, the ones that stack on top of each other? That's awesome. Love always, Jeannie, Day Day, and the family. And Happy birthday to Savannah Lynn Tidigwe, who celebrates birthday number 18 today. Mom, Dad, Noah, Grandma, Grandpa, Nana, Keisha, Nish, Nina Nish, Nino Kevin, and your familia on Guam, California, and Washington are saying they love you and wishing you many, many more. Please stay safe, everybody, and take care.
Happy birthday, Carlito. And if you want to be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club, register online on KUAM.com. That's our report for tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe.
Let's switch gears again and go back into the